Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Survivor True Fans Unite, otherwise known as STFU. Today, we are talking about Survivor 50's episode 8, called Double the Fun, Double the Demise. And I'm your host, Jay. With me are two guys who are also double the fun and also double the demise. First up, we have Coach Mitch. Mitch, how you doing tonight?
Well, thanks. Hello.
All right, and then we have Bobby. Bob, how's it going?
Really good, I guess.
Awesome. Well, to everyone who is anticipating a podcast last week, we apologize. Schedules and illnesses got in the way. So just very quickly, our thoughts on last week's episode, which is the one where D got voted out by the Dragon Slayer and his crew basically taking over. Any thoughts on this, guys? Did you think D had a chance? Are you sad to see D go?
Well, for a while, I've been saying that I wanted her out because she's the last remaining winner on the season, and I thought it was very interesting that Jonathan, who has talked about switching up his game this time around, started that kind of like open argument with Get camp and sort of kind of to put a target on her backs. If I recall, now that's something that like a Boston Rob or one of those old school players would kind of do to wreak havoc around that camp and just kind of put the target on someone, kind of that thing.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Bob?
I think most people are sad to see her go. I'm in that boat too, but yeah, I don't think she really had a chance because of what Mitch said, being the only winner remaining. But yeah, anytime I think they can get rid of Coach, the faster they can do that, the better. That's what I was thinking in that episode.
Well, that's coming up, but yeah, D got betrayed by Jonathan at the previous tribal council. She thought Jonathan was going to vote with her and Tiffany, and he didn't. And Camilla was gone, and so when everyone got back together, the new school alliance was outnumbered. So yeah, D didn't really have too much of a chance after that. I'm actually sad to see her go too. I think she could have done some crazy things before the finale if she made it that far, but we'll never know.
Yeah, she kind of played it there really sloppy there, talking about Rizzo's idol to Jonathan, Tiff, and Emily, because had the news got the back to Rizzo, right? And then so that's where it gets starting, downhill all for her there.
Yeah, from that she lost Rizzo and Sari probably too. So yeah, the writing was on the wall after that. Okay, so that was last week. Let's flip over to this week, and this episode had something that's never been done before. This was the paired elimination. So, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this twist. Jeff said at the challenge that 63% of fans wanted twists. They didn't say exactly which twists, but he seems to blame all these twists on the fans that they've been coming up with in season 50. My thoughts on it, I'm not sure. I think probably I like it more than not. I didn't quite like that the people paired up without having any kind of clue, but that's also what kind of made it good, and the fact that they could still all discuss things and vote individually, so people still had chances to kind of get out of the situation that they were in. That made it okay with me. So I think overall, I'm more in favor of it than not. What do you guys think? Let's start with Bob on this one first.
I like it. I like that they didn't know what was coming because normally when they're picking these pairs in a challenge like this, you would think that you're helping each other to win first, and then you would kind of expect to go against your partner at the end. Um, and this adds a new wrinkle to it. Now, in the future, a lot of people might be choosing partners that aren't in their alliance with the hope that it would save them in the end because neither kind of faction will want to vote for their people. So if you're in one with mixed teammates, then you might be safer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened with Jonathan and Christian, uh, and maybe other pairs too. But yeah, Mitch, what's your thoughts on the twist?
Uh, I also I liked it for those same reasons. I liked that they didn't tell them that they could be eliminated with that a pair, because in this season's past it was compete with that person up to a certain point and then go against that person for individual immunity, and then adding that extra layer was cool. I think had they told them that they would be eliminated in the pairs, they would have made it really tough to make those pairs. So not telling them wasn't a good idea. And I love the fact that how they could um, vote individually, like you said, and then the shot in dark or idols or stuff like how that would help out as well.
Yeah,
And then now that would make for they will probably talk about like the Devin's a fake idol, like got that made that even more important. So
yeah,
I really liked all that.
I did like how advantages would apply to both people of the pair. So that was good because as soon as Jeff mentioned that, I was wondering about how that would work, and when he explained that, yeah, I like that idea too.
I like it that
Yeah.
they covered both, but I think it also would have been interesting to keep them solo. So, like, as you're in a pair, if you don't think your pair's got a chance, you save yourself.
Oh,
I
interesting. So you don't get to
like
go
that
home, but
twist.
the other
Yeah,
person
yeah,
would.
yeah.
Very interesting.
I like
That's
that
something.
twist.
Um, yeah. Okay. So, like you guys said, in the future, if this happens again, people might pair up differently. What's also interesting is that I'm not sure. Like season 51 has already been filming, I think, or maybe not. And I wonder if they could even use this again in 51. Well, we'll see.
Oh, one. So I do like when they get to pick partners. I like that way more than random draws. But the other thing I thought was interesting with this is that how so many people wanted to not participate.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's a
That's it.
chance one person has to sit out. Almost like half the crew almost raised their hand.
Yeah, I was surprised not more people did because in this situation, most likely that individual gets to skip tribal cancel, and they have an opportunity for some sort of advantage, right?
Yeah.
Usually, and that's exactly what happened with Suri.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, it seems like the more and more they give these options to people, the more reluctant the competitors will be for the actual challenges.
yeah. What if they all want to sit out?
Yeah.
Like, well, they draw their
Yeah.
rocks, and only one gets to. But that's kind of funny. Okay, so moving a little bit forward in time here, we know that Coach and Chrissy go home because everyone wants to take this opportunity to vote out the mom and dad of the big alliance. My question to you guys: if this was a normal single elimination vote, do you think either Coach or Chrissy go home at all, or are there bigger other targets that people will go after if it's just a normal one? It's kind of a loaded question. It's a big one anyway to throw at you guys, but I'm thinking there's a chance that it may not be either one of those.
Oh,
And
I definitely don't think people would be targeting Chrissy at
Yeah.
this point. And Coach was just the annoying factor mostly.
right.
I liked what one of the participants said, like, those two are not going to win challenges. You can get rid of them anytime.
And I also think that Coach could have been in that Shield for a little bit, right? And like Chrissy is not winning a thing. She's not really influencing uh, a thing, anyways. I actually thought that until Devon's pulled his move, that Aubrey and Kim had a really good chance of going home.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that. Did you guys think that there are enough votes going to that pair of Rick and Aubrey, and that move actually saved them? Where Rick pulls that fake idol out of the out of the hidden place near the fire.
I'd like to think it did save them. I think strategically they were the ones who should have been targeted with the most votes. And even though he didn't open it, it put enough doubt into people's minds to play it safe. But I think I would have made him open it. And if you're not going to open it, I'm still voting for you.
I'm surprised more people didn't stick with that, other than Jonathan. But it seemed to. It probably, in my mind, flipped Stephanie and Joe's votes. I don't think they were going to go against Coach at that one until Rick did that. As my thought. What do you, Mitch?
Yeah, I agree as well. Like everyone was still scared of that uncertainty. Is it real or is it not? And it looked, I don't know, like I walked up and he like knew it was there, so that was sketchy already. You know what I mean? Like it, he didn't to make it did not look like, oh, I'm gonna look around a fire here first. Okay, there it is.
Yeah,
Boom.
good point. He
He
didn't
just
poke around at all. He went.
yes, he just walked over and grabbed her right away.
Yeah, I agree. I think he could have done a better job of kind of searching for it first.
Mm-hmm.
But kudos to him just for setting that up. That's
oh yes,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
absolutely. Yeah.
Thank God there is some payoff for that. And like a different podcast was saying before that I was listening to, they didn't put that into the preview for this episode. Whereas past ones they did keep reviewing that Rick hid the idol there. But this one they didn't. I'm glad they didn't, because if they did, we would be thinking it was going to play a part, and at least there was a little bit more suspense whether if it was going to or not, by them not putting it into the preview at the start of the episode.
They put it in the episode description, though.
Oh, did they on the
Yeah.
guide of the TV?
Yes. So when I went to like, oh, we always look at the title and we always like, I want to see who says the title, yeah, the episode in it. Says something about theatrics and travel council, and we're like, okay, well then,
Oh no, you got
we
spoiled.
knew that they were in trouble, and we were just waiting for Rick to bring it out. So yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if
and
Bob
as
has
far
that problem because he doesn't watch it live.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't watch it live either. It was on the recording.
Right, but Bob doesn't record it either.
Oh,
He watches
Global
it the next day.
TV a day or two later.
Yeah.
Boom.
oh, on the app,
Does
I
it
got you.
does
Yeah.
it have a description of the episode on that, Bob?
Not that I've seen, but I haven't really looked.
Okay.
Usually I just take a peek and see what the title is.
Yeah,
Mm.
got it. I thought it was also pretty ballsy that Rick told Aubrey that he couldn't use it then, but it has to be played after this tribal council. So he's trying to be able to use it in the future.
Yeah, I
Like,
think that actually made
so.
it seem more believable that it could be
Yes.
real.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, it's something the show would do, right? Put a stipulation on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might have saved him there, and it might save him again. We'll have to see. Yeah, but again, thank God it had some payoff there, and it was great TV for sure. Okay, so let's talk about the remaining tribe dynamics and what we think is going to happen next, or who has the best chances, who's going to come out on top in terms of these groups of people now. Well, let's first start off with the power rankings. After four of us gave our rankings, we averaged them out. We have Rizzo at the top. Everyone gave him fives. He seems to be in the best position right now and probably has a good sense of what's going on. He was telling Coach what to do previously. He told his alliance that they have to tell Joe before Tribal Council what they were going to do, because if he gets blindsided, he will never work with them.
That was really, really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Rizzo at the top at 5, Suri and Ozzy, the Cerizzi trio at the top. So 5, then 4.75, then 4.25. And then we kind of have this Star Trek alliance in the middle, Christian, Rick. Tiffany's in the middle of that in terms of score, but Emily and Aubrey. We don't really know where Tiffany's going to go, I don't think. And then at the bottom, we have Stephanie, Joe, and Jonathan in our power rankings, and Jonathan at the very bottom because he's the only one. I mean, that's why I gave him the lowest score, because he's the only one in that honor and integrity alliance that still voted for Rick and Aubrey. Obviously, we all think that the Cerizzi trio is doing the best. But it seems like there could be a 4-person alliance of Christian, Rick, Emily, and if they pull in Aubrey, what do we think of Aubrey, Mitch? Is she with them, or who is she with?
I'm not. She's just trying to survive at the moment. Like, handing off first. They're playing through Idol in the previous um, episode and get the target off her back. Then target was on her. This weekend was saved by Devin. So I think she's just trying to survive. I think she's gonna try and connect with Tiffany again, but also just like who do her Tiffany deal with, right? So I think yeah, you're right. She might sneak into that um, Christian, Rick, Emily alliance, but I'm not sure how long Emily would like her to be in that alliance for.
Good point. Well, what do you think of anyone real, Aubrey or anyone now.
I'm
In
done with
these
Aubrey.
things.
But I really love like Suri and Rizzo combo, keeping that pretty hush hush. Nobody would expect it, and it just and Suri has such a commanding presence, really, with everybody there.
Oh, geez, yeah, exactly. Like
What do we do?
they,
We have plans. We think we know what she would do, and then, oh, good, you're back. What should we do?
right,
He was literally the godfather of the beach. Like
Yeah,
right,
everything went through her, and then which is why I argue, or I will argue that Rizzo is playing the best game right now because he's aligned himself with Suri, and he has all the knowledge that uh, she has, also aligned with Ozzy, and he will be able to, once Suri gets voted out, he'll be able to take credit for having used her to advance himself in the game.
yeah, and she's once they figure out who the head of the alliance is, it's not Rizzo. So he's even though he's playing an amazingly smart game, kind of with everybody. So
yeah, I totally agree with that. So Aubrey and Tiffany are floaters, but it seems Aubrey is kind of in with that Star Trek Alliance. Tiffany is locked in with Joe from that reward, um, but she's not in with Jonathan. Jonathan doesn't.
no, didn't
Yeah, so
Ozzy
I
made
don't know.
some connections with her?
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would backstab uh, coach for her. So yeah, that's why I gave Tiffany a really good score, and most of us gave her an either an average or above score because now, like she was at the very bottom after D got voted out, but now she can pick who she wants to go with and make the majority,
Yeah.
or she could flip flop, or she has lots of options now. No one's gonna go after her, I don't think.
Yeah, like basically, she wants to make it to like anyone's a final of four, and then at the very least, she can make a fire to advance.
Yes.
As I look at all these big alliances, I wonder if it's like another thing. Dust is kind of settled a bit, and lines have been really, really drawn. Oh, will it be a more like old school Survivor in which people really stick with their alliance, or will it be like more a new skill in which these alliances are still kind of fluid? If you know what I mean.
Uh, okay. Hey, hold on a sec before we answer that. Shane, is that you?
What's up, guys?
Ah,
What's up?
It's
okay,
What's up?
Coach.
What's up?
coaches.
Get up, Bob.
Like when they come back, I think that old school people are gonna try to stay loyal to each other because that's how old school does it. Um, the only guy I could kind of see is Joe. He might blend in with the new school people. But yeah, I think like uh, who is there? Sorry, Jonathan, Stephanie. Who's on the old school? Those
Jonathan,
guys.
Stephanie, and Joe. That's it.
Is it just those guys? Ooh, I don't
That
know.
well,
Stephanie has connections with Ozzy. She would easily jump over there, I think.
True. I think they. Do you think they still? Sorry. Do you think they have Ozzy after this vote?
That's a good question.
yeah, that's a good question.
He can always claim he was nervous about the idol, and that's the reason why he
Yeah.
flipped. Anybody could use
Yes.
that now.
Yeah, for
So I
sure.
would say yes. Yeah.
For sure.
And they wouldn't be the only one, so you can't really target them just because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they never included Ozzy, and even did they like whenever they talked about their alliance, this honor integrity group. I'm not sure if they ever really included Ozzy and Suri in there.
No, and I don't think they were. I just think like Ozzy was on the same tribe as Stephanie, right, beforehand. So
Yeah,
they had worked quite a bit together through a lot of the episodes.
right. So yeah, basically, I was saying that even the old schoolers are learning the new way of being more fluid. So especially like Suri, right? We saw Suri learn that pretty quick this season. Just want to talk about the challenge really quick. The first stage where they had to toss the ball through the hole, catch it on the other side, do passing of the ball back and forth, and land the ball in the net, and then do a puzzle bridge. Anything to note there? Other than coach not being able to play basketball very well?
Do you think that's easier than when it was just like the two pieces of stick in like a V shape and just try and toss it up there? Try and get it in that little basket. Remember, it wasn't. They never had that basket there before, right? It was just like a V shape that they had to land on top of that.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. You're talking the trough, basically, at the
Yeah,
top.
the trough. Yeah.
I think the trough would be harder.
I think it would come down a lot faster. I think the net was there to slow it down.
Yeah.
I thought it was too easy to get through the obstacle course and catch it on the other side. We should have seen at least one person drop it, right?
Yeah.
Other than that one, though, I like that the challenge where every one of them needed cooperation from both people.
Yeah.
Like you would get so frustrated with your partner on the little spoon thing with trying to get the ball out of the cage.
Mm-hmm.
If they weren't doing it right, that would be frustrating.
Wait, let's go back to those paddles. Did they all have to throw it, or could they have just passed it to each other? Were they close
reached,
enough?
They could have passed or just rolled it.
Because some were like tossing it and they couldn't toss. I thought I saw like the first people just literally just pass it to each other. Couldn't they just like pancake it and like
pancake or just roll it very slowly to the other one?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought they're making it more difficult than it appeared to be when they're trying to launch it at each other and getting the person trying to catch it.
Maybe the rule was you had to actually toss it to the other person.
Maybe.
Otherwise, they would have tried rolling it to each other. Or what if they could just like hold it between their paddles and then just keep progressing along, both of them just holding it together like a pancake, like you said.
They were on pedestals, weren't they?
Yeah. They had to switch pedestals.
They had the balance.
Yeah.
I think it just all came down to like their balance and reach.
Yeah. I think I would have. So if you're passing it to the person who you're passing to puts their paddle on top, and then you kind of like flip your paddles.
Ooh, that's good.
Like flip it over, and then keep on doing that.
Yeah, you said that, right? Pancake.
Yeah.
You guys do that with pancakes?
Yeah. You don't actually flip
You don't toss them up in the air? They look cool.
That's with eggs. No, you use a spatula. You hold the pancake, and then you flip the pan. And then you flip it over.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. I've been cooking wrong all these years.
I've been using two pans to do that.
Oh my god!
Double the dishes.
Yes. Yeah. Classic.
But the flip is perfect though if you do it that way.
True that.
Yeah. Okay. So the pairs that make it out of there are Tiff and Joe, Steph and Ozzy, and Aubrey and Rick. And then at that final stage, Bob is where they get the two smaller little paddles to get the ball out of the cage. And then they have to do the ball maze. And even though Rick and Aubrey get out of the cage first, pretty quick actually.
Really.
Yeah. Joe and Tiff get out last, but they win. They can make a great comeback and win it.
You're never out in a challenge. You gotta always keep doing.
You would have to dig deep, as Jeff would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a lot of cooperation there, obviously, that compared to we're forced into. What'd you guys think of Cerie's challenge that she had to do with the coconuts on Exile Island? Did you think that was hard enough? Because I didn't really. I wish they would have showed how much time was left in that timer.
Yes. I don't know. I think it could have been hard. It's so funny how you get that camera view, right? I think someone sent that meme. It's like
Yeah.
you just is the camera just focusing on one coconut here?
On this area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll follow the camera person around.
But like not knowing what it looks like on the coconut.
Or if it's on the bottom.
Yeah, like you don't know if you turn it over or not.
Yeah.
And like where do you even start? I was thinking about that. Do you start from one end and start tossing them behind you? And like what if you're like on the total opposite end?
Yeah, what would your strategies do? I was thinking of this. I'm making this the question for us, but I got a different one. So what would your strategies be for this? I think I would first really quickly walk around in case it wasn't on the bottom. Just very like as quick as I can, just walk around, circle around like through them and just quickly look on top. And then I would probably start with the outer ones first, flipping them over if I couldn't find it. I would tend to think that it would be on the outer edges, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I think that's what I would do. What would you guys do?
I would probably be the same. At first, I'll try to run through everything and see if I could see it really quick, or turn over a few.
Drag your feet the whole way so you can see where you've been. You can see your path.
That's a good idea. I think I would eventually start on one side and start tossing all the ones that I checked in like some sort of pile, or like to get away so I don't double check them. But yeah, I think that's what I would do. Tossing them, yeah. Good.
Originally, I thought I would run to the furthest to the one, because how they wanted to put it close to the reading area. So I thought I'd run to the furthest one and then start taking them and throwing them back. After hearing tell about searching the outside first, then you could also, as you're searching the outside first, keep tossing them out and just keep working your way inside, circling in as well.
Anything you would do different, Bob?
No, I would definitely just pick a random spot on the perimeter and just start shuffling them to one side so I can see where I've been.
Yeah, we didn't see Siri chucking them at all. She was just.
Initially I thought she was putting some like where others were, and I thought that was weird. But then later when they zoomed out, they had a solid line of where she was spreading them, kind of. So.
About those camera angles, I've heard on the On Fire podcast with Jeff Probst that for all the challenges, they hide a lot of little miniature cameras, invisible ones.
Yeah, they must.
So I mean, yeah, I can understand if people think that okay, is there a camera guy just right in front of that coconut? But I'm sure there was a invisible hidden camera facing that way that she wouldn't have noticed.
2,000 coconuts, one with a phoenix and 800 with cameras in them.
I just thought it was too easy. Like that challenge, there should have been like Stephanie's challenge was harder than that.
Especially if you really didn't want to stay on Exile Island and you really wanted that vote, they should have made you work for it.
Yeah,
Like-
she was already stayed.
Yeah, exactly.
So how
Exactly.
many coconuts was it? 2,000?
I think you get pretty sore back.
I was
Flipping
that
over
2,000's a
2,000
lot of coconuts.
Yeah.
We don't even know the time frame. Like that could have been like, did she have 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours? I don't know. Like if it's shorter and it's time crunch, there's a chance of you going over it and tossing it away, thinking, you
Yeah.
already checked it, and then now
Exactly.
you're done. I don't know. It didn't show too much of it. Just basically showed her contemplating life, and then she found it. Like, I don't know.
Of course, right? They had to put. Sri, can you stop and we'll pause the timer? Can you
Like-
just reflect back on your life and what Survivor means to you?
Like I don't know if I would say it was easier than, or Steph's was harder, because she had to keep her hand up for what, an hour, 2 hours,
1 hour.
what 1 hour, in what's it called, Big Brother. They had that same challenge where you had to hold your hand up, and it lasted like 8 hours. Like it was, I don't know.
Also, the coconut one, like worst case, maybe it's like 4 hours. Best case, 10 minutes. Like you could find it right away if you
Yeah.
got lucky with your starting spot.
For sure. We should try it. We should stamp a golf ball and have like 500 golf balls in someone's yard. And
Or
you have to find
you
it.
have to find it at the range.
Yeah, find it in the range. Yeah, good
While
point.
golfers
While
were
people are hitting
hitting
at
balls
you.
at you. Yes.
Let's go. Even better.
Okay, let's get to this segment that we call "What Would the STFU Crew Do?"
What would the STFU, what would we do?
Okay. All right. So, my question to you guys for this segment is: pretend you are one of the people on the beach, you yourself, and the boat comes and you're told to pair up with someone, and you have no idea what it is. So, pretend you don't know what's going to happen, and you're trying to figure out, well, who would you pair up with based on what you are good at, what you can bring to the pair, and who your partner you would pick would be. And you get the first one. You get the first pick. And what we're going to do is, in order, if you pick someone, then the next guy that answers the question can't pick that same person. Okay?
Wait, whoa, we're
Yeah.
picking from the contestants?
Yes. Who would you pair up
Oh,
with?
right now. We'll pair up with,
Wait,
okay.
switch back
Yeah.
to the power rankings.
Okay, I switch back to the power rankings so you can see. And we will go in the order of...
Yes, thank you, Jay. We'll go first.
No, we're going to go in the order that you guys joined the session.
Ooh.
But I will go last. So I'll take the hit of going last. So Mitch, who would you pick if you were told to pair up with someone and you had no idea what was going to happen?
I'll pick Ozzy.
Oh, bug.
Okay. I know, I can only assume, but why? Why would you pick Ozzy?
Yes, he's a challenge up east and somebody who could listen, and he's somebody you can work with. And we would get screwed on a puzzle, but I think physical we could probably handle together.
Okay, Ozzy is off the table. Bob,
So
who would
my
you?
original assumption when you're picking pairs in a game like that would be that we have to work together at first, and then we would be against each other in the end. But my theory would be the most important part is getting to the end game. If you pick a terrible partner and you don't make it that far, then you don't even have a chance at winning, no matter against anybody. So I want to pick somebody I can win with. And I would have picked Ozzy, but I'll pick Joe.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn, that's my pick.
That's my pick.
Okay, why do you pick Joe?
Because I feel he's the second most, the second best person to be able to get through physical challenges with, who's workable, like you can work with him, who's got a decent head on his shoulder and can communicate.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, Joe's off the table. And Shane, you're next.
Well, that was a good pick. I probably would have went Joe as well, but I'm gonna have to go with Stephanie.
Ooh.
Yes, I think she is a challenge beast, and after we win, we'll get to hug. So, yeah, bonus, bonus. I'll play even harder. You know what I mean? I'll play harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stephanie, it is.
He would have picked D if she was still in the game.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay. Stephanie's off the table. I will pick. I think I would pick Rick. Because Rick's kind of above average in everything. So I think we'd both be above average in everything. So combined, we'd make it to the end. But I think I could possibly beat him in maybe a puzzle. And if it was endurance, oh man, that'd be tough. I think we'd be about the same in endurance. So I would hope for a puzzle at the end so I could beat him out if it turned into a one-on-one.
I didn't even think of a one-on-one scenario.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like, who knows what it would have been, right?
Yeah.
I know it didn't turn out to be a one-on-one at the end.
Ooh, one-on-one with me and Stephanie.
Okay.
No, like if we had to face off or something, like.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
Speaking of D, the one thing I was glad about her being eliminated was how good she looked at Tribal Council. Did she look pretty good or what?
Yeah, just all the time. Jury? All the time.
Not bad.
I thought she looked pretty good on the jury.
Oh.
The sad thing for her is that Coach is going to be there now.
Oh.
To drive her crazy.
Poor D.
Now that Coach and Chrissy on the jury, and it's looking like maybe the Honor Integrity group there may be a couple of them also going to the jury. Do you guys think that? Don't you guys think that they'll have a lot of pull on that jury on who wins? And if they do, don't you think they would vote for someone who's more old schoolish to represent the winner of season 50?
It's a good point. Take them all out. Don't give them the option.
Like what if like Cerizzi trio makes it all the way to the end? I would think that Rizzy won't get as many votes as Sari or Ozzy would.
Oh, I or is this a good talker? He can
Okay,
kind of
you
he
think
might
so?
be able
You just got to
Yeah,
remind
yeah.
them during your 5 minute speech at the very end. Remind them that I outplayed you.
Yeah.
This is not out integrity, out honor you.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe Coach would go for that.
Yeah, but would Suri and Ozzy be able to say that they play with integrity to all like the old school people? Because they all thought that Suri and Ozzy were with them. So I can see Rizzo saying like, "Hey, like these guys didn't have that honor and integrity with you guys. Had it with me. I
I
don't know.
think,
I think he's a good talker.
yeah, and I think all of them would have had to backstab the honor and integrity group at one side to get them out onto the jury anyway. So, but yeah, I think you guys are right. Rizzo could talk his way into winning.
Even like I can say all those words all they want, but even Coach, like he says that, but then he lies when somebody comes up to him with a story, right? So whose plan was it? And like he's shut down. He doesn't admit that it
So
was him,
stupid.
which would have been the thing to do with integrity, right?
Yeah.
And even
That was hilarious.
and Joe can promise 100 people he's not going to write their name down, but he did. He did vote for Coach, so
He
That's
had
true.
to apparently go back and write
yeah,
Coach's name on the
yeah.
parchment
I
because he
heard that. I
did
heard
it in
that too.
first.
Really,
But
I
I
didn't
mean,
hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
apparently he only wrote Chrissy like just one name, and production made him go and write the second name down.
Because you're supposed to write both, but he's like, "I'll
Seriously?
never write
So,
your
like-
name down."
Like they can say they want to play that way, but when you want to win the game, you're eventually sometimes it's not going to let you.
Well, they have to
Maybe,
learn
yeah.
to adjust, right? Like even Jonathan was like, "Oh, I gotta change my game." So whether or not he finally realizes, "Hey, I can vote with the people who just backstabbed me before to help me further my game," is a different story. But yeah, they have to learn to adjust at some point, or else they're going to be the next one gone.
Well, the winner of the season will have some sort of a blood on the other hand, so they're probably the move that they respect the most or understand or that. So
Anything
What's
you
your
want to mention?
What's your thoughts on? You guys probably talked about this earlier, but on Coach getting voted out, and he was basically told to stay in the hammock, not do anything.
Didn't think about it like that. That's awesome.
Right? It's like I don't know. He must have known that he's on the chopping block, but just told like don't do anything. He couldn't even like try to rally boats or anything. Just stay. Don't say anything. No haikus. No singing. No nothing.
Well,
think-
we would all. I think we all kind of agreed that we would like to believe that the vote was better off, like more. It was wiser to be against Devin and Aubrey. So it's just because of the idle shenanigans that kind of drew people to vote for Coach. So being calm, staying in the hammock probably lessened the target. Like if he was out there doing Coach things, I think the target would have been even more on him.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I think he would have done more harm than good, even though he thinks he might have been able to make a change.
But who would they have gotten to vote for Rick though? I still thought that Coach and Chrissy had the votes to go. Or am I wrong? Did you guys count them up?
Well, didn't Sari come back and tell Ozzy and everybody and Rizzo to vote Coach and Chrissy?
Right.
Yeah. So they would have had Stephanie's, Joe's, Jonathan's votes. Those three plus Coach and Chrissy.
Yeah.
Chrissy. That's
Yeah.
5.
And Chrissy.
Right? That's only 5 out of the 11.
wasn't there 13?
Was there 13? I can't count.
Yes.
13.
Six pairs and then 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, 13.
So say 12 was voting because they didn't know that Cerie's going to come back. So 5 out of 12. And like, I think, I don't know. I don't think that they would have had the votes for
No,
Devin.
I don't think so either. So, yeah, we were kind of saying, did Rick's idol play change anything? We definitely thought that it changed some votes, but was it actually going to be them? We weren't sure, and maybe it wasn't going to be them based on what we are just talking about.
Sorry, what is the vote count? Do you remember?
Yeah. Let's see. But basically, it was only Jonathan that voted. That didn't vote for Coach and Chrissy. Chrissy and Jonathan didn't vote for them. Coach and Chrissy, and Coach didn't have a vote, so everyone else voted for them. So that would be 10.
10 votes.
10 votes.
Yeah. Huh. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else, guys?
No, I think I'm good. Imagine getting a hug from Stephanie though. Ooh. Or even D.
Wouldn't you rather have one from D?
Yeah. Well, D's not in the game anymore, unfortunately. But if I knew that D was voted out, I'd be like, vote me out next. I'm good,
So
man.
you go
Like,
to Ponderosa over
hey,
there, and
I'll be like, guys, am I gonna be final 3? No? Okay, might as well get me out now. So why not?
hang out with D as long as possible, right?
Yeah. Imagine those hugs.
Okay, so let's end it there. So if you're ever on Survivor and you're next to Coach on the hammock and he wants to tell you a haiku, you tell him, Coach, STFU.
I
Shut up, Coach.
I thought you were gonna go ST haiku. Yeah.
Get out of here.